LDMMAC, this is Brian J signing on, and I'm here to talk about Sabina Mazo's UFC debut. And she looked freaking terrible, man. She just looked absolutely horrible. Her head movement was terrible. She had no defense from long range or mid range. She had no head movement or anything. Her footwork wasn't that great. She didn't have a lot of accuracy with her kicks. She started doing better in the third round, and she won the third round, but she looked terrible in the first two rounds. And she did not look as dominant as she looked in the LFA, which to me is proof that, you know, women's MMA is still evolving, and the majority of these female fighters in these other promotions like LFA, Invicta, and Bellator, the majority of these female fighters are trash. The majority of them are trash. The best female fighters in the world right now are fighting in the UFC. So, you know, I don't give a shit what Lima Lay McFarland wants to say, saying she's the best women's flyweight in the world. Like, she's fighting in Bellator against shit fighters, against mostly trash, one-dimensional fighters. I mean, the only good opponent she's beaten is Valerie Letourneau. Other than that, she's beaten mostly trash fighters. So until Lima Lay McFarland goes to the UFC and tries to challenge the best female fighters in the world, like Joanna, Valentina Antonina, or whoever is at flyweight, I don't want to hear none of the dumb shit she says. But other than that, I mean, the majority of these women in these other promotions are all the B or C league fighters. You know, Invicta is the B or C leagues. LFA is trash. Bellator is trash. The only good fighters are in the UFC. And Marina Moro, she's not a bum. She's a good fighter. And she made Sabina Mazo look bad, man. Sabina Mazo, she looked terrible in the first two rounds. And Marina Moros was out kickboxing her, out Muay Thaiing her, like landing more kicks, landing more punches. And Sabina Mazo's defensive head movement was terrible. So I'm very disappointed in Sabina Mazo. Her UFC debut was terrible. It was horrible, but, you know, it is what it is. She could get better after this, but if Sabina Mazo keeps fighting like this in the UFC, she's not going to last long. They're going to send her back to LFA or back to Invicta, or she's going to go to Bellator. Because, you know, she goes on a 3 or 4 fight losing streak looking like this, the UFC is just going to cut her. So that's just my thoughts on that. And this is Brian J signing off for now. And shout out to the LDMMAC.